Hello everybody, I'm K-True, and let me reintroduce you to the Outer Worlds. So today what we're going to do is we're going to head over and navigate here to our favorite moon over here, the Groundbreaker, at the Groundbreaker docking bays. We're going to go talk to Gladys, who's going to help us get a nav key to go figure out how to save our friends on the Hope. But taking a look now, looks like something's just happened.
Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain.
Oh, we're already
Feel free
there.
to
Okay.
disembark.
I'm free. Alright. Let's go. Off camera, I went and
Can we
upgraded
talk?
my weapons, which I now know I can do. Hello, Parvati. We sure can.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we could head over right now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Break time's over. I don't want to, like, dismiss her by accident. Alright. Parvati, let's go. Alright.
That's not the point. This halfway
Look at this
comes out one of
place.
my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick, I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's
Let's
not
see what's
even
going on
denying
with this worker conflict.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I
Correct.
don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Hi, Mardet. Can I talk to you, Felix?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed you were in the middle of an argument that I was standing and watching you
Sure
have.
was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Oh, a Mardet. I thought Mardet was her name. I'd like to hear your side.
I had this foreman, right?
Uh-huh.
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself.
Sure.
He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
So you defend the honor of your team.
Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done.
Like a New York Rangers
Look,
fan?
this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Oh, shit. Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Oh, that's mine. Captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I
Serial?
don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I never caught your name. I'm K-True.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hi, Felix. See you around, fella.
See you around, boss.
I have a feeling Felix will come back. Guessing we gotta go through customs.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Hello.
Identification, please.
I am Captain Hawthorne.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
Don't say that.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Alright, how do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His
Udom
office is
Bedford.
located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea when my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
I'll go straighten this out.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Oh, okay. Because I like getting side quests, sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Correct. For shipment.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Give me dollars. Look for someone named Gladys.
Offense. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage.
In Holdings.
But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Okay, so Halcyon Holdings is the board. I've been wondering who the board is this entire
Are
game.
you pulling my leg?
I just want to hear your take on it.
Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Makes sense. That's kind of how it works. How does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Okay. So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Sorry. The cigar? I don't know.
Glad to help.
Alright. What do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're
Could
on
they
the
have gone
promenade run by a woman named
Sublight?
Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Lilia Hagen. That's all I needed to know about
All
work.
right.
Can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Okay. Well, there's tension between Groundbreaker and the board.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Boom, that's their power. I'm glad it terrifies them, the bastards.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
Alright,
Be seeing you.
let's go. I'll go talk to Tennyson first.
Seriously, there was a lot of static at
Rizzo Special Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Oh. Oh, look at this place. The Lost Hope. Steve Door.
I had to Vera's for a whiskey.
Wow, it's hot in here.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection.
That's not a news story.
Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors
All right.
plaguing the surface of Monarch.
Excuse me, Junlei.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Okay, true. Nice place you got here. Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can to help you keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
If I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch. Do I want to be 100% honest? Sure.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job.
I just talked to a
You
weapons
see a lot
dealer.
of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Seems kind of warm in here.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Ugh. Sure, your capable staff can stay ahead.
My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but all the fixes are temporary. This wound is bound to fester. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
There's no room for... Surely the board doesn't want Groundbreaker to roast?
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves.
Alright.
The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
How do you know the parts are still there?
I keep diligent records of station repairs, requisitions, and available assets, just like my grandmother taught me. The station's radiators haven't changed since her time, and her records say the parts should be there. I trust them.
Okay. There's a catch?
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
I'll get him.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Okay, well now I want to go. Now I'm gonna help her. That's what we're doing. All right. Oh. Yeah, isn't this who she wanted to talk to? Is there a dialogue option for that?
This whole deck smells like ass. Only gonna get worse if I don't get those radiators fixed.
I like it. I like Tennyson. Maybe if I work through
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit
all the
board is
dialogue
past
options.
warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
The ship's a family business.
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
Ooh. Condolences, Junlei.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism?
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe.
Okay. Back to other
You
questions.
got my attention.
You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right. I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power. And they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
That's fair. How do you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
Where the hell did Parvati go?
This is Halcyon News.
What the hell? Where did Parvati go? Does she not come with me?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Oh, hold on. Let me go get her. I must have done something wrong.
Have you seen this man?
Alright, so we're gonna go down into the back bays.
Rizzo's knock you out hard.
We'll go into the back bays and go get the parts the old-fashioned way.
I know she's in
A Spacer's Choice vendors discovered. Ike's Armory. Hello, Ike. Alright, into the back bays. Canid.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Alright, Captain McRed.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Put that down before you incinerate the entire deck.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
Here for some parts.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
So I could grab that part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Those parts are leaking deadly toxins. I'll just come back after you're dead.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Thanks, McRed. Fuck you.
McRed gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
Where are the stairs? Can't climb. Where are the stairs to get up there? Oh.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
Probably better off up in engineering.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
That took 0 effort, okay. What? Was she just waiting on someone to tell her to go back? Oh, hello.
It's my birthday.
Oh yeah? Fuck your birthday.
Fuck your birthday. Alright, let's go talk to Tennyson again. I'm a silly Billy. Tennyson, I bring you parts.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Got the parts.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Alright. Fine. We're going deep.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Clear of the radiators. No need to probe mantillae, but I'd be my afraid.
Whoa, the mantippillars can shoot! Bam! Yeah! Come here. Whack. 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 Where is it? Oh, it's up there. I don't know if I can get to that. I'm on fire! Come here, motherfucker! Whoa! There we go. Oh wait, there's more.
Song tells me the security mechanicals ended up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Let's try sneaking past them just because I want to. I am stealth. All the powers of...
Is nearby unit.
Gotcha. Oh. Now they're understandably a bit annoyed by me. Oh. Okay. Not in combat. Who else is left? That works too. Okay. There we go. Oops.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
On the way. Kinda cool that I didn't even have to go to a separate location, like load into somewhere else.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the fall.
My boards are returning to green.
Aha.
What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Premium midge. Okay. 3,000 bits.
Hey, you the one who fixed those radiators? Nice work. You really saved our buns. Whenever you're free, let's have a chat. You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Why would we run out of time?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Okay. Why are you about to lose comms?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station. We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station
Yeah,
back.
I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I could check the relay.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure
Oh, I
out
can't
why it's
travel
offline.
there. I can't yet.
I'll send you
but...
with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time. Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
I suppose so. Just let messages from Earth sit in memory on an orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
I'm off. Okay, so I can't do that yet because I need to get my ship unimpounded first. Oh, okay. I can talk to Gladys over there. Let's talk to her Udom first. Hello, Udom.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
You sprat fuck. Whoa! Whoa, I can turn in Phineas? I'm not going to, but I didn't. Damn, Obsidian. You just let me kill the entire quest right now. Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Relax. Sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Sure.
Ah, that's just like him.
Why not?
Such a sentimental man.
That's a white
Tell
lie.
me, how did he die?
Now that, I'm not gonna lie about. He died in an escape pod accident.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Again, I'm very sorry, but can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell
I'm
you
not
where
turning in
Wells might
Phineas. I don't
be?
want to.
anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Udom and my character have the same mustache. Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
I don't think so. This about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I could do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
I cannot tell you.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
And vodka. And see if there's anything else I could ask him. Has it gotten less stiflingly hot in here lately?
You refer to the radiator issue? Oh, goodness, it was dreadful. I was sweating constantly. Chief Tennyson certainly did take her time resolving it.
Wasn't the whole problem your fault to begin with?
Gracious, no. I can't imagine what gave you that idea. I only facilitated communication between the board and Chief Tennyson. It's not my fault she was stubborn. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does the chairman visit here often?
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
What do you do here?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Big fish in a small space station.
I have few complaints. Ask away.
Alright, we're done with this boy. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go grab Parvati now that I can get onto my ship. I'm going to go actually grab Parvati and get out of there. And then go take her to meet her hero. Because that's what I meant to do the first time. Okay. That seems right. It's not the worst, unless it's Borst. What is that terrible, miserable creature? Are you with me? Okay. That's interesting that you could report Phineas.
Those XF-411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Do you have what it takes?
Smell that fresh air? Almost better than being outside. What do you need, Captain?
In space? Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junlei. Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
I will nudge her to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
All good. Ha 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 ha. Alright, we'll go back to the Unreliable and talk with Parvati.
Huh? Oh.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
I'm pretty content right now. Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages.
We'll just assume time
I
has
got him
gone
here on my
past.
data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know.
Are Parvati and
It's about this
Junlei
engine
friends?
that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it.
Wow,
The
I was
trouble goes
supposed.
away. It sings.
I was supposed
I
to
don't want to get too hopeful, but
give it some time.
I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic
Oh, well, that's
poem.
just nice.
Made my chest hurt, kinda.
Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
That sort of thing's plenty nice, but it's not everything.
To me, the best thing was always just sharing space with somebody. Feeling safe and warm. When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain.
Oh,
I actually had another
Parvati and
message from Junlei.
is
I
dating Junlei.
couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Getting drunk with Parvati. Wouldn't it be easier to talk to her about this Isabel person?
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Alright, let's go then. Let's go drink your problems away, Parvati. Let's just go do all the things that you want to do. I like this game, man. To the bar.
Hey, that pad down.
Run, 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 run.
Rizzo's mock apple cider.
Lost Hope.
Cider for a hard life.
So, how's this work?
We interrupt your
Do we
regular...
get a table? Stand in a corner?
Remember Auntie Cleo?
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert.
I'm the expert.
Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know? I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said. Feeling my heart shake.
You're not much of it. Better start slow.
Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up. Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing?
It took her one sip of beer. Generally or specifically?
Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh, why did I drink that? I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us.
Start by telling me why your message got you so unsettled.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
What'd she act? No one says terrible, vaguely sensual poetry to someone they don't like.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot.
The poem implied you calming her with a touch.
It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you!
What'd she actually write in the message?
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
What's this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and
We all get it up
climbing
in our
my
feelings
throat.
sometimes.
I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Alright, same as before?
Law, no. That beer tasted like how Dad's old socks smelled. Maybe something sweet and mild, like wine.
Wine it is.
Gosh, that smells pretty almost. Like flowers gone a little off. Down it goes. Hey, that's not so bad. Kind of almost nice, maybe.
She's a wine person.
Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
About what?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
Don't stop there, you're on a roll.
Don't you tease me in my moment of weakness. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. That's... well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
Can't control how people react to you.
What do you mean, Captain?
Trying to manage other feelings will drive you crazy.
So I should just be myself? You sound like my dad. It's sweet. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
God, she's so sheltered. We all do.
I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her.
Well, that's just
A
nice.
good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been This has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about.
Are you gonna ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
Ask her out. Ask her out. Just ask her.
All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Right when we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
You're good people, Captain. Come on, let's go.